Hello and welcome to what I am now concluding as the weekly collective reading that I will be posting here forward on every Sunday. So you can be sure to subscribe below. I will be doing 2 other reading videos for sure throughout the week to keep you on track, to keep all of us on track a little bit more. And when I say that, what I mean is simply to help keep you in a greater state of awareness. Because that's what being on track is really about, is you are in your power. Because you're always on your path. You can never not be on your path. You are where you are and you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And it's but it is beautifully synchronistic that that's where I'm led to go with this conversation, especially with regard to the cards that have made themselves known this week. So there are going to be some of those who found this video on TikTok, as long as TikTok is still with us, right? We'll see how long that goes, but all things in this life are temporary anyway. And then there are those of you who found me on Instagram, Facebook. But either way, this collective reading is for all of us. For all of us. To again be reminding us to be in a greater state of awareness, especially as we are in the midst of this incredibly one-of-a-kind shift. The great consciousness shift of humanity. We're in the middle of it, guys. Even my little kitty, my pretty kitty girl has something to say in this video. If you come here, pretty girl, mommy will pick you up. You'll come here. You want to say hi to everybody? Oh, she thinks she's going to have snackies. No, ma'am. You already had some. She's a talker, if you can't recognize that. As I was saying, we are here to really be anchoring in this new earth of increased awareness so that we can be coming from a much deeper place of love. Hold that thought. This is my pretty kitty girl. She's not a big fan of being held and cuddled and loved on. She likes her personal space, but I still smother her with love, and of course now I got fur all over my eyes. Now skedaddle. I'm a Kansas girl, okay? That's been a fun video so far, right? I was like, let her in, let's explore. Anyway, I digress. It's all about flow. It's all about just flowing with this experience. To recognize that everything is a cycle. To remind yourself time and time again of what actually is, rather than believing what we've been taught is. That everything in this life is temporary. Everything. Everything goes in cycles. That each and every one of us are infinitely powerful beings, far beyond anything we've even been remotely taught to believe. So that's why I'm saying is, here we are believing what we've been taught, believing of what is, when in truth, it is not what is at all. Not at all. You, my divine feminine fellow sisters, you're all goddesses. You all have a goddess within you. And it's up to you to let her out. And that is the reminder for this week. The first card is to honor yourself. How can you attract to you a goddess experience of abundance, of health, wealth, love, romance, joy, adventure? How can you attract such things into your realm of experience if you are not in that energy. And believe me, I didn't grow up believing this is what I was. And it's been so challenging for me, this tomboy from Kansas who never really learned how to receive love, how to truly, genuinely receive love. How about you? How easy is it for you to receive love? To be treated with love, with kindness, with generosity, to be treated as a goddess. You see, this is one of the challenges that I really, really believe that so many of us have been presented with, is that we have very, 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 very dirty lenses that's been placed over our eyes, which again prevents us from seeing the truth of that which we truly are and the reality in which we exist. If you want things to be changing in your life, this is the reminder, especially as this week comes with the new moon. New manifestations, new beginnings, new ways of being. You can choose to be any version of yourself in any given moment that you desire to do so. The only one who ever stops you from that is you. And as I say that, I remind all of you that any of these messages and readings and there it went blank. All these things coming through me are not just for you to hear, but for me to hear too. And I say that so often because it's true. You see, when I get into my mind, that's when we end up going, oh, I drew a blank. But when we're truly in that alignment, things just flow. And that's what a goddess is about. Someone who trusts fully in the flow of life. Someone who trusts in the knowing that all of her needs, wants, and desires are and always will be met. And so they are. But it's that knowing, it's that being in that space, that energetic space of certainty that I am a goddess. But the key is, you have to be the one to be treating yourself as such first. If you want others, if you truly want to receive all that you desire, you've got to be willing to give it to yourself first. To honor yourself first. To recognize that you are your point of attraction. And that if you're not willing to give and receive to and from yourself, then really, really, really look at how you're most likely not very receptive of things others offer and give to you as well, right? But you may have the subconscious patterning that says, oh my God, they want something from me. Oh my God, there's a hidden agenda here. The doubt, the fear, the questioning. What if, as a goddess, you embrace and honor and praise and rejoice in every amazing thing that you experience, every beautiful gift, blessing that is given you from others, through others, from the universe? Because that is what is happening here. It matters not what humanness may come through, surrounded by this gift. Because the gift is from the universe. It's from source. We all are connected. We all have source working through us in support of each other. We do. Honor your divine feminine energy. See your inner beauty. Love every part of you. Every part of you. Because you see, you are many-layered and multifaceted. We all are. That's why I was so divinely led to call myself a self-love empowerment coach. Life coach just didn't, it just is still, it doesn't. Because I am all about guiding you into and through finding your power in every moment through learning to love that which is your self. Everything changes. Which brings us to the second card of the day. Second and final card. Because this ended up being just a 2-card pull for once. And that card is cycles. Because as I've already said, everything in this life is temporary. We can watch the phases of the moon, the seasons of this planet. That's why I do love the phrase, this too shall pass. Because it will, and it does. And this is why learning to amplify the beauty, the good feeling, amazingness in our lives is so important to be doing. Because all moments pass. And you can't go back and re-spend something that's already been spent. And that's why so often we find ourselves in a space of regret. Because even during those times, and what I'm seeing now is when I was in Goa with my love, is that even in those times, where were we? We were in our heads. We weren't in that present moment. We were worried about it ending. We were worried about it being over. We were afraid of all the negative things. And so all those amazing opportunities pass us by. As we learn to really truly honor ourselves, which you can only truly do in the present moment by being present, and honor the cycles that this entire experience offers us, then through this, we are growing in how to be present. We are really, once and for all, learning how to live this life. Because you can only live this moment and this moment. Everything changes. You get to choose. You do. You get to choose who you are, what you want to believe, what you want to feel right now, what you want to think about, what you want to give your energy to, what you want to create for yourself, the kind of life you want to live, how you want to be treated. All of these things are up to you. And that's what I want to be reminding you of this week. This is what I'm being called to remind you of, because I know it's what's being called to remind me. I get the challenges of this journey very well. And especially not just the self-love empowerment journey, but then you throw in the whole big fat freaking monkey wrench known as a twin flame journey too, and it's just like and even As I sit here and I look at the points in my cycles, in my journeys, the part of the cycle that brings us into the valley where we have to look for our power, where we feel like we have no power, where we're in this abyss, this darkness, and we're feeling around so afraid that this is never going to end, that life is never going to get better, that I'm never going to get to live the life I want to live. That's when we have to be present the most. I mean, yes, we really must be present when we're on the mountaintop and we're loving our lives and we're seeing this big, beautiful, glorious vision before us. But when we are in that abyss, when we are in the valleys of this journey, in the shadows, looking for and finding our power, we can only ever find it by being present. By honoring yourself and asking yourself, what is the most loving thing I can do for myself in this moment? By holding space for yourself wherever you are in your journey and recognizing that I am where I am and I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Say that again with me. I am where I am and I am exactly where I am supposed to be. As I've already said, you can never, ever, ever be off your path. You are where you are because you're where you're supposed to be. And if you were supposed to be anywhere else in this moment, you would be. This too shall pass. This perpetual going and growing journey. All things pass. Angel numbers just then. I looked up and it was 1707 on the counter on this video. The twin flame shit got me all of it lately. But yes. She's getting into something. I should probably call it a video. So remember for this week, be really honoring yourself. Be really honoring yourself. And as for my fellow twin flame travelers, goddesses, gods, or my divine masculines, the only way home, the only way to your twin, and I get it. I get the challenge in this. Oh my God, do I? But the only way truly back to your twin is within. Is within. So honor yourself. Because as you love yourself more, guess what? Your twin loves themselves more. And in turn, you love each other more. So recognize that everything is happening as it's supposed to. Everything is unfolding according, yes, to divine timing. And everything is working out for all of us. It is. So I challenge you with the coming new moon this week that you take time to journal out what it is you desire to experience. What are you manifesting? What are you calling in? And you know, I've got something for you. My complete moon cycle manifesting ritual. It encompasses the time of the new moon through the full moon, the entire cycle, every phase. And it's only $17 right now. That's it. It's basically a little book of this entire process with channeled incantations and such things. Okay, that link is down below. Be sure to claim it today before the price goes up. And, you know, it is Sunday. Full moon is Thursday. You want to do that so that you have everything ready to go. And Pretty Girl says hi. All right. So that said, again, remember, honor yourself this week. The power is and always has been within you. Because you are more powerful than you could ever imagine.